about just prior to last October, now over a year ago, about 13 months ago, I was having extreme pain in my right shoulder. It was very similar to the pain that I had prior to my hip being replaced a few years ago. And it was really alarming to me. So I went into the orthopedic surgeon to have it x-rayed, and he immediately wanted to do shoulder surgery on me. Well, different orthopedic surgeons specialize in different things, and I had great respect for my hip and knee surgeon. So I got his advice, and he said, well, I'll tell you, Dick, there can be real complication with shoulder surgery. It's not as easy as a hip surgery. And yeah, so I would advise, if you can, this is his advice, put up with the pain as long as you can. And I asked, well, can't you just say something like, take 2 pills and see me in the morning? But I went back home, and it was, I'm trying to describe what it was like. It was very, very painful. I would say varying from day to day between an 8 and a 10. And so it was very incapacitating to me. Now, at the time, I was 74 years old. I'm 75 now. So I didn't know what to do. And just by coincidence, a retired doctor friend of ours, a naturopath, asked to talk to Vicki and me about something that he'd been discovering. And of course, he discovered the X39 patch. And so he explained that to us, and Vicki and I felt, well, and we went to the X39 site and did a little research on it and realized, well, this is can't harm me. It doesn't do anything harmful. Just interacts with the body's already healing systems. And of course, with what stem cells somebody my age has left, I could use all the stimulation I can get in that area. So I just kind of took it on faith. And so I started taking them and alternating them on my neck and on my stomach, and didn't even think anything of it. About a week went by, about 6 days, Vicki told me later, and I woke up one morning and I just realized something was different. And I wasn't, first of all, I wasn't sure what it was. Then I started moving around and I realized I didn't feel any pain in my shoulder. I mean no pain. So I don't want to sound over dramatic about it, but that was back in October of last year. And so basically, of course, I realized the only thing that I knew was different was that I'd been using the X39.
And how long did it take before that shoulder pain went away? How many were you on it for? A week, a month, 3 months? How long were you on it?
6 days before the pain went away. Have continued to take it every day all this time. Still got it. Got them on now, and I've also used over time. It was interesting to hear what Michelle said about the how do you pronounce that? Carnosine. Because I have definitely have heart issues with Afib, and so I've been taking that regularly and continue to take the X39. And in the several months from which I had I could hardly breathe. My Afib was so bad. And now Vicki says that my breathing's almost normal. She no longer lies awake at night wondering if I'm gonna breathe again, because I go for long periods of time with not taking a breath. And and my numbers are a lot better, to where they measure my heart from the standpoint of a very rapid heartbeat. Now it's down in the normal range on a regular basis. Also, my blood pressure is under control more than it was. I've gotten off of half of my blood pressure meds, and so this is all very encouraging to me. And so I just keep on trucking. It's just a way of life now for me to take the X39. The X49 I do regularly, and several others. I also, when I have certain little aches and pains that a 75-year-old can be expected to have normally, and it alleviates the pain. And the energy enhancer also, I use those, and I'm amazed at how much more energy I have all through the day. And at the end of the day, I'm still actively working on jobs too. Not doing the hammering anymore, but I supervise things as a contractor. And I'm amazed at the energy that I have. So that's pretty much my story, and I'm sticking to it.
My experience is I would have occasional spurts of joy all of a sudden, just out of nowhere. And I thought, well, that's interesting. That's pretty good. I could see that. That happened almost right away. And then the other thing is I did have a couple of times of feeling kind of nauseous, which I came to understand is a detox thing. And that's one of the things that I've experienced at times in my life. And I realized that's just my body cleansing. And so there really was no reason for it. I was just kind of out of the blue, lasted a few hours. And I thought, well, okay, good. I guess the stem cells are working on my liver or whatever. And I've been on the patches as long as Dick. It's been about 13 months now. And I'm looking forward to aging the other way. I'm 74. And I found that I feel good and I have a very positive outlook because of, all the experiences with people around me, the man I live with here, and a couple other things that I'll relate. Our daughter-in-law had a challenge with tinnitus. And so when she was using the X39, she decided to put it on the side of her neck right near that ear. And she said it lessened her tinnitus. Another cool story is a friend of mine, her toddler had diaper rash for a couple of months and they'd been to the doctor. They tried changing their laundry detergent, the baby's diet, everything, and nothing was working. And she'd been using the patches and was really pleased with them. And she thought, well, I'm going to try it on my daughter. And within just a few days, the diaper rash was gone. And it's been a few months now, so no problem there. So, and again, because she was the mother, she had the right to be able to try that. And she felt very comfortable. So I love relating these stories. They're all different. And they give all of us encouragement and hope and patience.